Good evening, folks. This is Jacob Folger, artist sculptor, and today I'm going to show you how to take a lump of air dry clay and make this beautiful tree fairy house. It's all the details, and including the beautiful finish you see here. All will be covered in the video tutorial. Please give the video a like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon so you can get notified when I upload new videos. Let's get started. Okay, so I'm going to start with forming a little rock or so for the fairy tree house to sit on. And just form it maybe an oblong shape like that. The thing with air dry clay is it shrinks usually, and if you were to put a tree on a real stone, it would shrink and of course crack and fall apart probably if you were using a real stone. Roll it shaped like this. And get a sculpting tool and score the bottom of it. Score the rock. That'll mix the water. And put the stalk of the tree on there. And then I like to have kind of a relaxed thing. I get this thing about trees. I like them to look really kind of relaxed. This is my thing, Make some roots, just little bits of clay. Just add them on there. I'm rolling another root. I'll go on here like this. Maybe have it come like that. So I'm bringing it that way, and then I'm kind of bringing it back like that. Around back and put another root on there. Not so big, maybe like that. Curve down like that. Just try to, make it appear like a really old, wind-blown tree, Oh, we might add some more in a little bit here. We want to put some branches on it. I'm going to roll little clay like this. And I'm going to score the top of the tree. And here, where I'm going to have it join. Wet. You see my dragon in the corner there? I made that last night. The tutorial will probably be up before this tree. I hope you check that out. It's a really awesome sculpt, and I think it's a pretty good tutorial. I'm going to keep the branches fairly simple, I think. I'm not going to have a lot going on with that, I don't think, the top. I kind of want it to just look like a, old tree, really old tree. So, for that. I'm going to wet it with brush also. Blend it in. It's coming this way. I'm probably going to snip some of that off. I'll probably do some more with that in a little bit. Get some shape in there. Bring the tree back and then over. A really gnarled old tree, that's what I'm shooting for. I'm gonna press this in here, and then I'm gonna do the shape for a door. Like that. I kind of like the door to be kind of set in, a little bit. I don't want it to be right on the surface. Kind of like the idea of, where he's carved it out, Like that. And then I'll take, let me just smooth it out a little bit more with the ball tool in there. And I'll take the tool like this and carve in lines for the boards of the door. Like that. You can wet the clay like that. Take a small ball, really small ball of clay, and just drop it onto the door, and then roll it to where you want it, and there'll be a little doorknob there. Oh. I'm going to take a ball tool, I think, and put it in a little window here. Like that. Just going to kind of shape these branches a little bit. Make sure they're blended good, You want to make things to last. Want to be really sturdy. Just kind of blending it. And like that. What you can do is take a tool like this and put like a division in there. So it's like the crotch, you know, of a tree. And just smooth that out. You know, the thing with Marblex, this clay, you do have to keep it wet. So kind of like that would be good. Okay, I'm going to start to add stairs. So I just roll little balls of clay like this. And I'm going to score. I'm going to go ahead and score. I'm going to put them going down this way like this, I think. So I'm going to just score all that right now. I'll store the stepping stone or stair. Wet everything. Just put on there. Like that. And make another. For it. And wet it with brush. Like that. And just keep going down. To have all the stairs on there, you can take a small tool and blend it in the underneath there, so it's, you know, fairly strong. You want it to be nice and strong. I like to make things that are going to last, you know, something that you can give your grandkids. That's, you know, leave things extra special for people that come after us, you know. I'm going to take this root and just bring it over to the edge of the stairs, just by kind of sliding it over. And then I think what I'll do is just take a little bit right here and add that on. It's kind of following the stairs, you know what I mean? And then, of course, come underneath and blend that in, and maybe add some clay to make it really solid, like that. Another thing you can do is you can take little bits of clay like this and just put them on the stairs, you know, little bits of roots coming on the stairs. It's really small, so, but little details like that are fun. maybe do another one here. Blow it to like a little point like that. Put it on there. It's kind of cool, yeah. Kind of fun. And you can maybe add some roots on the other side. Like this. Gnarled roots. Maybe another one. Come in here. Sorry about the blurriness. I'm not sure why. There it goes. Okay. I'm using my cell phone. I mean, I don't really have a camera yet. And I really love making my video, so, I just have to, deal with it. And I hope you guys can understand. Because, I don't know any artist that was rich before he died. Not to be grim, but I just want to say. So that's kind of fun there, like that. And then maybe add some texture to the tree. So a ball tool is really good for that. I kind of want to, before I do that, I want to bring this out and make this door kind of really deep in there. Like that. This. Maybe I'll do that on the other side too. Just add that on there. Like that. Oh, looks pretty gnarled. And then, so you can take your sculpting tool, your ball tool, or whatever you happen to have, and just add texture to the tree. I try to, have a plan for that, so it's not just really scratching the tree, but actually having the texture be kind of, look natural and flowing and what you can do is pick up your tree like this and make the roots kind of come out like this. If you blend them in good on the bottom, I mean, they're going to be a little bit fragile, but of course you understand this is a sculpture, and sculptures are fragile, so you understand that, right? But it just makes it kind of more realistic. Just so what you're doing basically is the roots are coming out and now are part of the scene, you know, where it's sitting on the table or wherever you're going to put it. You can put this in a garden, but you can't put it in a wet garden. You have to keep that in mind. It's kind of like that, so that's fun, isn't it? So I'm just kind of working on the roots, and I brought this one root kind of over under the steps. So when you add a root, you always want to come underneath and fill that in and make it, you know, really solid. Then you can just blend it in. That's looking pretty good. And then, of course, you don't want to forget about the back, right? And you want to make sure your tree is sitting up straight, too. So, do that. And every once in a while, give it a squirt, right, to keep it moist. I'm going to add a little bit of clay here to kind of strengthen that branch. And then add some roots coming down, kind of like we did in the front. And if you know, when you're adding little bits of clay like that, I mean, you can score, but it's not always necessary as long as you do like super good blending and that sort of thing. I mean, you definitely need to sculpt it in all the way around. Don't just lay it on there and expect it to stay. You need to do this, pick it up, and fill it in underneath and make it really solid. It's like I'll let you do some of that on your own. So this is where we're at now. And then you want to start, once you get basically the way you want it, you just start to put in your texture. And, for me, I'm thinking, pretty rough, because I want the tree to be really, gnarly and gnarled and old and been here for a long time. And while you're doing that, you can also take your brush, a paintbrush, brush here, and it's got some purple in the water because I was doing this dragon from earlier. And you can add texture, but you can also kind of brush it, which will soften the texture and make it more kind of windblown, which is a really nice thing to do with a fairy, or fairy tree or old tree. And just go around and soften it. You can also, while you're doing that, you can also continue to add texture and just go back and forth between the brush and the water in the brush and the sculpting tool, and make it so it becomes smooth but highly textured, and it's really fun. It takes a while to do that, but for me, this is like so much fun. I love making tree fairy houses. I love doing it. So yeah, all day long. Now, Marblex, some clays, I've been working a little bit with Amaco's air dry clay, and of course I have done so many, oh my god, probably thousands of sculptures with Marblex over the years. And you can put it in the oven on a warm setting for maybe a half hour and let it surface dry. I don't recommend doing it for hours on end, but a little bit for a half hour or so to let it kind of dry out, and then I can do a finish on it, so you can see how I would finish something like this. So we'll do that. So smooth it, spend some time on it, do some cool texture, add to the roots, make it really awesome, and take your time, do the blending, pick your tree up and make sure everything is blended in and solid and, supported, all that. And then we'll come back in a little bit and put a finish on it. While we're waiting for the tree to dry out in the oven a little bit, I want to show you this dragon that I made, I saw last night. I couldn't sleep, so I got up and I did this. And made it with same clay, Marblex, and did a tutorial, and it's going to be up pretty soon. I did the editing today, and right now it's doing its thing. It's exporting to my files, and then I'll try to upload it. It's about an hour long. I hope you'll check it out. It's a pretty fun dragon. You see, has a really beautiful finish on it. And yeah, fun piece. Really, I really love, I just love sculpting, and you know, I've always really enjoyed sharing what I do, and yeah, so yeah, so I hope you check that out, and I'll put a link in the video description so you can see it. It only took an hour or so to make, and it's all on the tutorial, all the details, everything from a lump of clay, from scratch, a lump of clay. We made that in like an hour. So yeah, I hope you check it out. Yeah, we'll get back with this tree in a few minutes. Okay, we're back with our tree fairy house, and it's dry to the touch, so we can put a finish on it. And I'm going to be using Utrecht Studio Series acrylic in deep black, and that's going to be the base coat for the finish. I recommend, you know, getting your brush a little bit wet before you use this paint, and you can use pretty much any kind of black paint, but ideally it'll be a matte or flat black is the best for this. And this paint that I'm using here is a matte black. So yeah, and I mean, when you're doing this, painting it, you want to look in all the different directions, look underneath, you know, look all around, and get every little bit of detail that you can get, so that it's completely black in all the nooks and crannies and everything. And then, once we do that, we'll come back. Okay, I'm back with the Tree Fairy house. It's all black now, and it's ready to do the second part of our finish. We'll be working with Johnson's Paste Wax, which is available at most hardware stores, and also Pearl X Pigments in a few different colors. And this is available at a lot of art stores and that sort of thing. And so what I do is I'm working with a small paintbrush. I put it into the wax, and then I dab it kind of on the table, and then I have some bronze in a lid over here to the right, and I get some bronze on my brush. Antique bronze is the color, and I just lightly brush it onto the tree. A little bit more wax, dab it, more bronze, dab it, and I am trying to do basically an antique finish, you know, so I want, for me, if you want to make yours all bright and shiny, you can, but I'm looking for a nice rustic look. So, and just brush it on, and get a little wax, dab it, get a little bronze, dab it, and apply it. And it's really a pretty nice finish. Okay, my next color is going to be silver. Get a little bit of wax, a little bit of silver, dab it, and I want it pretty subdued, and I want to put that on the stairs. And also on the stone. A little bit of contrast there. A little bit in here. Like that. And then my next color is going to be spring green. I get a little bit of wax, so I clean my brush in between. A little bit of green and on the door. And then I get a really small brush, like this. A little bit of wax. And I think maybe silver. Dab it off. And I get that doorknob in silver. Then what I recommend doing is going around the whole tree with a clean brush and some wax and just brushing it on and kind of coating it with wax. The wax, when it gets hard, it is very, very durable and will last years. Of course, I will tell you this finish is for for indoor use. I just had somebody I had given one of my frogs to years ago sent me a picture of it. She put it outdoors. It's a mess. I was so frustrated to see that. It was a polymer clay piece, and you know, I don't recommend putting sculptures outdoors. But anyways, whatever. Just sorry for that tangent. Yeah. So then I go around and do a coating of the wax. No, it won't rub off. No, you don't have to seal it. It'll be just fine. The wax is very hardy. Yeah. So. And then we'll come back in a minute. The final part of this finish is to take a soft cloth and gently rub the sculpture, keeping in mind that we applied Johnson's paste wax to it, and it takes about 10 minutes or so for that to harden. And then if you buff it gently or rub it gently with a soft cloth, it will take on a really pretty sheen, and it will really make the bronze and the other colors just pop. I mean, it just makes it really quite beautiful. And still with, you know, the way we did this finish, a very rustic finish. That's very rustic still. I think it's just gorgeous, personally. I don't know what you think. Maybe you can comment and tell me what you think. Yeah, it's really pretty. So the Tree Fairy house is complete. And I just want to show you up close what it looks like. It really does kind of help too when you put the texture in to go over it with a brush and, you know, kind of mellow it. It's very effective. So yeah, turns out pretty nice. One thing I forgot to tell you is you can make little stepping stones to go with it. wherever you're going to put it. Even if it's on a table, it would be really cool to have little stepping stones coming off of it. Yeah, it's really fun. This is a really fun piece. I love it. So yeah, that's about it. So if you have any questions or any comments, definitely leave them. I reply now to all comments, and if you have any questions, I'll answer them. And yeah, I'd love to hear what you think about it. And if you have any ideas for videos you'd like to see, please let me know. And also in the comment section, if you like, you can send me pictures of things you make. My email address is in the About section on my channel page at the Jake Folger or Jake Folger. And so please give the video a like, share it with your friends and family, and on your favorite social media platform. And leave me a comment. Definitely leave me a comment of some kind. And subscribe to my channel and hit the bell icon so you get a notification when I upload for lots more content like this. Thank you so much for watching, and have a great night. Bye-bye.